Hi guys, Sprite here. Make sure you can hear me. Yes, I think you can. Fantastic. Hi everybody, so good to see you again on this Friday. I know I missed last Friday. I was busy with the Sublimation Summit, so if you missed that, hopefully we will do it again very soon, and you have a chance to, you know, to check it out again. I did some really cool, well, all of us really did some really cool classes and things like that, and it was a lot of fun. Okay, so as you can tell by the title, today we are going to pimp your ride. We have a couple of, well, two new products and then some things that we don't really talk about very much. But before we get into that, don't forget that our Hopping into Savings sale is still going on until the end of the month. You can use CPN-hopping for $25 off your order of $200 or more. We also have all of these really cute gator accent mugs that ship for free now, which is fantastic. And orders over $75 get free artwork, so be sure to contact your account manager so you can get that link for that free artwork. Thanks, Justin. This is a nice shirt, isn't it? Yes, somebody made me wear it. So what we have coming up. So next Tuesday, I think it's next Tuesday, it's March the 30th. Nope, that's the Tuesday after next. Doug will be doing his 12th episode of TTPPHH, T-shirt transfer paper power half hour, and he's going to be doing water slide decals. Guys, if you don't know about the water slide decals, they are so much fun, and they can be printed with a basic laser printer. So you don't need a white toner printer, you don't need a sublimation printer, just that nice laser color laser printer, and it works well. So we talked a little bit about artwork, and you guys know the deal. I have a few people watching me right now, but I want more. And if I get more, then I will give away this free artwork. Now, this artwork was just uploaded into our Etsy store, and it's pretty cute. One of the classes that I talked about at the Sublimation Summit was on things that are going to trend this year, and a couple of things that are going to trend actually have to do with this artwork. One of them is pop art, and the other is caricatures. I can't really say that right. But if you guys share this video, I know you're in some sublimation groups. I know some people that hopefully will benefit from this video. Share it, and hopefully by the end, I'll let you guys know how you can get this artwork. So, so yeah. Okay. I think we got all that out of the way. So, I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but if you're not on our TikTok channel, go follow us on TikTok. It's at Condé Systems Inc. It's pretty funny. We're kind of working on our content a little bit, making it a little bit better. Right now it's just kind of silly stuff behind the scenes, but I did do these really neat placemats, and I did them in the production lab. So, and as you can see, I'm in the demo room today, but I do want to show you guys how I did this. So I have kind of a little treat, and let's watch it. How about it? Hey guys, Sprite here from Condé Systems, and today we're going to do some car mats in our production lab. So what I've brought with me today is 2 of our car mats, some heat tape, some scissors, and I've got my image. Now I printed this image on our Muto RJ900X on our TexPrint Supreme tacky paper. So the first thing I want to do is prepare my design. I've got one of them already cut out, and now I'm going to cut out the other one. So now that my designs are cut out, I'm just going to take my floor mats, shake out any kind of debris that may be in them, align them, and tape them down. So I have a couple of sheets of protective paper covering the bottom platen of my press. I'm just going to flip these where they're image face down, product face up. And now we press. Be sure to check Condé.com for all of our latest instructions. So now that our press is complete, we're just going to remove our image. You'll notice a little bit of curling here, no big deal. We're just going to lay them flat and place some weight on top of them to flatten them out. And just like that, we have 2 beautiful custom car mats. So I did all of this on our big equipment, our bigger printer and our bigger press. So be sure to contact your Condé account representative today to find out not only how we can print for you, but how you can start printing big for yourself. This is Sprite from Condé Systems. Happy sublimating. Hey. So I see a lot of people talking about the press. I see a lot of people talking about the fact that they didn't realize that we sold these car mats. So we actually sell 2 sizes. We sell the big ones that go in the front, and then we also sell the small ones that go on the back. So today I am definitely going to press the small ones, which will fit on the DK20. I saw a question about whether or not the big ones can be double pressed on the DK20. Possibly, kind of like we did the big puzzle a couple of weeks ago. But the one thing about these is that they're very sensitive to lines. Like if you noticed in the video, I didn't put a piece of cover paper on top of them, and that's because the cover paper we have for our maxi press, you actually have to use 2 sheets, and if I would have used 2 sheets, it would have actually like left a little line in it. So maybe one Friday we'll do a live on just oversized things that you may be able to press in the DK20S. So yes, so these go in the back seat, and we're going to start with these. So this is item number CM1713L. If you guys, Lindsay or Zach, if y'all could drop the link for the bigger car mats in the description, that would be fantastic. In the video, you heard me say how we could press for you. We do have print services here, and one of the car mats are actually one of the main things that we press in the production lab, other than big pieces of metal, and that's just because they're excellent sellers. And Antoine is really, really good at pressing them, and they turn out spectacular. I mean, what I see a lot of is I see a lot of patterns with monograms on them, and for a set, these can go, you know, upwards of $80. Maria asks if you need Condé to press them, how do you go about that? Zach, do me a favor, drop the link for the print services page on the YouTube for me, please. And Lindsay, if you would drop it on Facebook too. I believe it's dietrans.com/print services, but I don't know. Okay, so we're going to do our 2 back mats. Now these do come in a set, so will the larger ones go on a 20 by 25? I'm not sure because I don't know exactly how big they are, but they might. They might. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to you don't really have to lint roll them. Let me use this camera here. You don't really have to lint roll them because they're tufted. So, you know, most of that lint is going to kind of get stuck in there anyways. So the trick that I was taught by the guys in the back is to just kind of smack them together and shake them out. So what's the story behind my awesome shirt? Well, a good friend of mine has a Twitch stream, Rise Blue Sun, and I have decided to support him. And so I joined Twitch, and yeah, so now I'm wearing his shirt. So if you guys are on Twitch and like to watch people play games, I don't particularly like the violent ones, but lately he's been playing a non-violent one, and it's pretty cool. Go on there and check him out, Rise Blue Sun. He's okay. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. So Diana asked, how come you didn't lint roll instead of shaking them? And that's just because, like I said, it's tufted, and all that lint's gonna kind of go in there, and you're really not gonna see it once I, once I press it. So, although I do see a little bit of debris on the top, so we'll get that clean. Okay, I have my heat press set to 400 degrees. We're gonna do these one at a time, 1 minute, 15 seconds with a medium to, with a light pressure. Okay, and I have my design here, which was printed on our RJ900X, which is a Muto. And let me just split the design down the middle. That's right, Justin, shameless plug, shameless plug. And I think this is just done on our regular paper, but for the big car mats, I did use the Supreme Tack from Texprint, and I like it. It just kind of sticks a little better. We use that for all of our shirts and things like that. Okay, so let's go back to this camera here, and let's bring it down a little bit. Okay, so I've got my designs, and I've got my mats, and I'm just going to lay them on there. And one of the tricks that I was taught is to use, I don't know if you guys can see, use the seam line or the stitch line, because the stitch line is going to be a good reference point to where the white actually ends on the edging. So as long as you have that stitch line lined up within your artwork, then you should be good to go. Okay, so I'm just going to put it on there, and I am going to use tape because I don't want it to, I don't want it to move. I don't think the Pro Spray is really going to work so well because this is such a substantial product. It's very, very thick. So I'm going to heat tape all 4 corners. Just like so. And then I'm going to place it in my press. So I have my press set at 400 degrees. We're going to go 1 minute, 15 seconds, light pressure. Let me get some butcher paper. And now for this one, I am going to use butcher paper on the top, and that's simply because I have a big enough piece of butcher paper that's going to fit all the way over without leaving any kind of seam mark. So I'm going to flip it over, image face down, product face up. Make sure I have it kind of centered in my press here, so it gets nice, good, even heat. This is a rather large piece, so, and then one more piece of protective paper on the top. Okay, now I'm going to press this for 1 minute, 15 seconds with light pressure. I'll probably have to come up on my pressure just a bit. Yeah. Okay, and then we're going to press it. Now, as you saw with the bigger ones, this may warp a little bit, but no big deal. I've got my 2 heavy duty blocks here, so when it comes out of the press, we're just going to weight it down, let it cool so it flattens out. All right, let's get our second one prepped. So this is not a RGB. Well, I don't know what RGB this is, but I know it's not a true red. Normally for true reds, what I use is R186 G16 B16. That is, I believe, what they call a Coca-Cola red, and that is a nice deep dark red. That's my go-to when using reds. Guys, if you ever have any problems with matching up colors, go to dyetrans.com, go to the Documents tab, and download some of those color charts, print them out, and see which red works best for you. Is the imprinted side slippery? No, not at all. Not at all. Okay, moment of truth. Yeah, okay. I'm not unhappy with this at all. This looks really good. Color looks really good. I'm going to weight it down because, as you guys can see, it is warping just slightly, which is to be expected. And we're just going to let it flatten. That's what we're going to do. We're going to let it flatten. All right, so now I'm going to do the same thing with the other one. Now I'm not changing out my protective paper, even though there is a little bit of red on there. I don't know if you can see it, but that's simply because the back of this is black and it's not really going to affect it. All right, here we go, number 2. These car mats can sell for so much, especially an entire matching set. I mean, you're looking upwards $80 to $100, maybe even more for the entire set. Let's see how this bad boy looks. Ooh, and it looks good. Let me get this last piece of tape off. I'll show you guys. Look how pretty. Whoops, I don't know where my camera is today. Isn't that cute? And this is your first pattern, which is that watermelon sugar pattern, which could be up for grabs if the price is right. How cute. Yes, these would absolutely work as a dog mat. Certainly. Might be a little expensive for a dog mat, but you know, we do have the mouse pad dog mats that work really well. But yeah, if this is, I'm not sure what the prices of these, but yeah, they would definitely work, especially because they have that anti-skid backing. You guys can see that. So, all right, one down, one to go. Bo says the red should be 255.00. Okay, and it's like I said, it's not a true red. It's more of like a kind of a pinkish red. So, thanks, Zach. All right, here we go, number 2. No fear this time. If you had one work, the second one should work, right, in theory. Okay, once again, it's just curling up just a little bit. You guys can kind of see that on the edges. And I am just going to flatten it. Oops. And just let it sit there for a second. So, yeah. What am I flattening this with? This is just a big piece of MDF board. I don't really know where we got them. I just know that we have a lot of them that we use just for this purpose, and they're pretty heavy. I'm not good with weights, but I would say they probably weigh about 5 pounds a piece. It almost looks like a countertop, like a composite countertop, so you can go to like some kind of, I don't know, some kind of like home goods store and see if they have any like scrap pieces. I think those would work really well. Okay. And it's also cool, like it's cool to the touch, so it also helps things cool down pretty quickly. We're going to do a piece of felt here in a second, and I always also like to do that to my felt. Anything that has a tendency that may curl, I like to use that with. So here we go. Let's show you. Cute. Very, very cute. You flatten with a case of beer? Yeah, if I had cases of beer lying around, maybe. But I don't want my beer to get hot. Okay. Oh, it's, yes. There you go, Barb. I think it's an old cabinet shelf. Okay. All right. Let's go. What's next? What's next? Next. So we are pimping your ride today. I keep forgetting what camera angle I'm on. So we are pimping your ride today. So of course we are going to do some more things. One of the new things that we just got in are our license plate frames with our license plate strips. So we've been waiting on these for quite a while. The license plate frame itself is LPF 612, and then the strips are U60347. U60347. So we're going to do this. We're going to do our strips. These are really easy to do. This is Chromolux aluminum, so you guys know how easy Chromolux is. And I'm just going to tape it down. And then we're just going to press it. And this is going to be a really, really short press. I think it's about 45 seconds. So 400 degrees, 45 seconds. Pretty easy. All right, let's get another piece of protective paper. And I'm going to go image face down, product face up, and we're going to press these for, let's see, like I said, 400 degrees, 45 seconds with medium pressure. Okay, let's tighten our pressure down a little bit, change our time, and we press. Whoops, not yet. There we go. See how that comes out. Yes, that is a very, very good tip, Zach. Zach says make sure whatever you use to flatten your mat, your images or your products doesn't have a texture on it, or it could possibly pick the texture up. So, oh, you're not late. Well, I guess you are. Gosh, time flies, doesn't it? We're almost 30 minutes in. All right, got about 10 seconds left. Let me put my heat gloves on because we are working with metal, and we know metal gets hot. Okay, one thing I want to show you guys. The way I tape this is going to give me the ability to view it before I take it off of the heat. So because I taped it here, I can go like this, and I can see, okay, that looks pretty well sublimated. I can check the other side and go, yep, that looks pretty well sublimated. And if it doesn't, I can pop it right back on, press it for a couple more seconds, but this looks pretty good, so we're just going to go ahead and remove it. And then we're going to let that cool, and once that cools, we're going to put it into our license plate frame. Yes, replays are great, guys, and we always, everything that you're watching now is taped, or it will be available for viewing at a later date. Moving right along, one product that trended really, really, really big time last year, and kind of, I wouldn't say it caught me by surprise, but the reason it did trend kind of caught me by surprise, and that is our seatbelt holders. So this is MP029. This is a seatbelt holder, and the reason it started trending so much was because it would say, you know, like nonverbal, or I have autism, so if something happens and, you know, your kid's in the seatbelt, it can say, you know, like their information and, you know, for anybody that needs it. So, but I'm going to go with a cute little hippie design. So let's see, are these cool enough? These are pretty cool enough. Let's go ahead and set our strips into our frame. So it comes with double-sided sticky tape. One side's already on there. So I'm just going to remove the protective outer piece. And I am going to line it up. Make sure you set everything down when you're lining it up, because you only have one chance. you know what? I've got this great top view that I never use. Let's do that. Okay, and also make sure everything's oriented correctly. I'm just going to fit one end in, and there we go. All right, let me show you guys what it really looks like because I think it's cute. It says, "I'd rather be driving a Ferrari." Yay! Did anybody lose sound? I see somebody telling me they lost sound. That makes me sad. Let me make sure my sound's still working. It looks like it's still working. I would totally rather be driving a Ferrari. All right, very cute. New product, LPF 612 is the frame, U60374 are the inserts. Check it out, always a really hot seller. We've been out of these for a long time, finally got a supplier back, so yay. Okay, next up, we're gonna do my seatbelt holder. Okay, I'm going to, so because of the way this is kind of shaped and done, what I'm going to do is I am going to trim my design down so that I know I'm fitting it correctly on here. So let's go back to this top cam. I'm kind of living for it right now. All right, and we're going to cut it down. Do the license plate frames come in black? They don't, but that's a great suggestion. For the moment, they only come in chrome. I don't know if you guys, if you follow our Facebook page, we created one of these for David, and it says Drive Electric, and it looks really good. David has a black Tesla, and we did the frame with black and red inserts, and it turned out really, really good. It looks really good. I think that picture's still up on our Facebook page, along with David dressed as a leprechaun, so don't miss that either. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, lint roll it. And then I am going to pre-press it. Okay. Now when I pre-press it, I'm going to press, oop, you guys can't see me. See, this is why. Whoever it was that gave me the suggestion of El Gato, I am trying to get it implemented. I think that would be so great if I could just push a button and go from camera to camera, but all right, so I'm going to hang this part off. I don't know if you have to. Actually, you know what? We're just going to press it just like this and see what happens. We'll see. So I've got the whole thing on top of the press. I'm going to cover it with a sheet of protective paper, and I'm going to pre-press it. And remember, I'm just pre-pressing it to just kind of flatten it out a little bit so I can work a little easier with it. There we go. So we're going to do this one for 45 seconds, medium heavy pressure. Okay. All right, so it's pretty flat. I'm going to lint roll it one more time. And guys, one of the tricks that David taught me is anytime you have lint in something and it won't really come up because it's kind of like down into the fibers, take yourself a dryer sheet, rub the dryer sheet over the top, and the static will actually cause all the fibers to rise to the front. So that's a really good idea. Okay, so for this one, I am going to use Pro Spray. Now I need to see how this orients so I make sure I do it correctly. So I guess it really doesn't matter which side's up and which side's down. But I'm sure if it does, I'll do it the wrong way. So I've got my Pro Spray here. And I'm just going to spritz it really quick. And like I said, I like that, so you know, because the way this is, I cut my design out so I'm sure that it's going to fit. I hope that it's going to fit. Let's just double check everything. Yeah, it should be pretty good. Okay. So we're going to set it on here, and we're going to press it for 45 seconds with a medium to heavy pressure. And we let it press. Okay. All right. Have I done a mini golf cart license plate in a video? Oh, You got one on your last order? I wasn't aware that we had them yet. We have been looking at them. Oh, no. We've been looking at, we do have those. We've been looking at the license plate frames for motorcycles, but you really shouldn't have any problem with that mini license plate. I mean, it's going to be just as easy as any of our other metal. I think it's a unisub metal, so you should be pretty easy, but maybe next week I'll see if I can remember to do that. Okay, here we go. Cute, 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 cute. Let me get my beautiful gloves on that Miss Margie Manning sent me. And let me show you guys this up close. Look how cute. It says Hippies Tour. Looks really, really good. Looks really, really good. So what a great way to pimp your ride. Okay. All right, guys, we are rushing through it today. So I've got one more thing to do. One more thing to do, and that is, what kind of car would not be pimp without some Keep It Fresh air fresheners? So I have here FAF32. These are our square air fresheners, and of course they come 6-2A package, and in the package, which I just absolutely love, it comes with the retail packaging for it. So it already comes with the bags and the strings that you're going to need to sell it. So some of these are popping out, but that shouldn't be a problem. All right, so it comes just like this. Doop, doop, doop. Let me get, I have no idea where the camera is today. All right, so I don't know if you guys can see that. There's 6 double-sided. Oh, you can see it on that side a little better. Okay. I don't know, Eddie Greer. I don't know. All right, because this is a felt product, I am going to lint roll it just to get any kind of debris off. Lint roll the back side. And then I am going to pro spray my image. Oh, that's a good question, Darla. Hold on a second, I'll answer it here in just a minute. So Darla asked about putting oil onto the air fresheners, and that is a really, really good comment. If you watch my video that I did on the air fresheners, I actually tell you how I recommend that you scent them. And let me just make sure that this is all going to line up okay. I think so. All right, piece of protective paper on the bottom. We're going to flip this product face up, image face down, another piece of protective paper on the top. And then we're going to press this for 60 seconds at 400 degrees with a light to medium pressure. Oh, 60 seconds. And there we go. Okay, so if you watch that video on our new air fresheners, yes, I said debris, it's French. If you watched my video on the air freshener, so what I recommend you do is you take your oil, put it on a Q-tip or dip a Q-tip in it, and then rub the oil along the edges of the air freshener. Because the oil is not going to hurt the sublimation ink, but what it does is it displaces the felt fibers. So if you were to drop oil on it, it looks like it blurs. It's not actually blurring the ink. What it's doing is it's displacing the fibers that are dyed, which is causing it to look like it's blurred. Okay. Yeah, and I really recommend, and this is just me, I recommend letting your customers scent their own air fresheners, and that's just because a lot of people have different scent sensitivities or, you know, different scent preferences. And so But, you know, I know that that's not always practical, and I know that a lot of customers, they want it, and they want it, you know, they want it scented, they want it, and that's fine. You know, so I would just recommend like the popular scents. I know lavender is really popular, but then again, I know some people that are allergic to lavender. So really just kind of do some research, and especially if you are doing custom ones for custom clients, ask your clients which scents they like and maybe go from there. All right, that's a really good idea, Maria. Maria says she uses a children's like medicine dropper, and she kind of drops it along the edge, and that's a really good idea too. So normally I would let this cool. Anytime you do any double-sided item, you want to press one side, let it cool, and then press the other side, because if it stays warm and you press the other side, what you're going to find is you're going to find a lot of ink that has come off of the first side and onto the protective paper. But by allowing it to cool in between presses, that should eliminate all of that. So, hey, Mom. Hey, Mom. I'm speeding through today because I have to go close on my house. So I have an appointment here at the end of the day. So I'm very excited about that. So that's why I'm kind of going fast. But Facebook Live comes first. All right, guys. Second side. Pro sprayed and ready. So we're going to lay it down. We're going to press it. Same thing. 400 degrees, 60 seconds. Light to medium pressure. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks. I'm excited. It only took me until I was 40 to decide to become an actual adult and buy a home. Let's see. I thought I saw a question. I did not see a question. Okay. Well, thanks, guys. No, my mom is not Cheryl. My mom is Linda. So that's my mom. She's over there. Mom watches on YouTube. She doesn't watch on the Facebook. And I think that's mostly because Facebook normally has so many issues when we try to go live. All right, guys, since this is a felt product and we've done one side and we've done the other side, once this one comes off, I am going to put it in between these two blocks. So felt is very unstable when it's hot. So you'll see when I pull it out, it's kind of wavy and it's, you know, very unstable. But once it cools down, it's going to restabilize and it's going to harden up. So I'm not going to have, you know, I don't know if you guys can see, it's kind of all over the place. It's just kind of wavy and wants to do whatever. So we're just going to set it here in between these blocks. Hot, hot, hot. And this block is going to cool it down incredibly fast. Very, very, very fast. I agree, Francine. Being an adult is way, way, way overrated. I have been more stressed out about this house than I think I've been in any trade show I've ever done. So they don't teach you how to buy homes when you're in high school or college. So Evelyn, I think somebody said these are like old cabinet blocks. They're basically just MDF board. I think if you go to like some kind of home improvement place, they should have them. They're really cheap. You could also use like a couple of pieces of marble. So, you know, whatever works. So look, guys, just like that, they're very, you know, they stabilized, and now they are ready to be used to sell. Now, let me see. Do I have a pen? Of course I don't have a pen. Normally I bring a pen. Oh! And then they all get stolen. That's okay. I usually take a pen and pop out the little hole because it's not that difficult. All right, so let me show you guys how I will package this for selling. So I've got my Keep It Fresh, double-sided. I'm going to take my string, and what I like to do, and this is just my personal preference, I like to loop it like that and then tie a knot. Just like that, so it's tied, and then I'm just going to kind of string it through loop it around and pull it. And now it's ready to be scented, and you can scent it before you put it in the bag. Like I said, it comes with these great little retail bags, and you can just pop it in your retail bag just like that. Tear off this little bottom piece, and you have something that's ready to hang on the shelf and sell. How cute is that? And of course, there's 6 of them. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, we have the templates where you can do one at a time, or you can do the whole page, because doing the whole page, if you're doing 6 different designs, might be a little confusing, so you may want to go with one at a time. All right, so we have done our smaller car mats. We've done our seatbelt holder, and we've done our tag holder, license plate frame. So yeah. Oh, you guys. Okay, so that's about it. I do have a couple more things. First off, every single week I ask you to go leave me a review of a product that you are doing, and I randomly pick a winner, and I give them $25 in Condé credit. And this week's winner is Christine Vandervelde, and she did our AC341620, which is our large pet tag right here. And she says, very nice collar. Sorry, it's our large pet collar. I apologize. She says, very nice collar, strong and good quality, great value. We'll be purchasing more. So thank you very much, Christine. I got in touch with your rep. I can't remember who it was off the top of my head. I think it was Claudia. She'll be sending you an email on how you can get your $25 in Condé cash. So in addition to reviewing the products, I also ask you to show me what you're doing by going to our client gallery and uploading a photo of something that you're doing. We have a huge quarterly contest that ends on March 31st, where you have the chance to win $400 in Condé credit, $200 in Condé credit, $100 or $50 in Condé credit if you are within our theme. And the theme for this quarter is show us what new products you are working on this year. But in addition to our quarterly contest, every single week I give a random winner $25 in Condé credit. And this week my winner is, and I'm sorry it's turned sideways again, is Cecilia Cedillo. This is our TUM 220, our julep tumbler, and it says crafting each day keeps the crazy away, which is super adorable. And I apologize, guys. I have no idea how to make this image turn right side up. I don't know. So congratulations, Cecilia. Lindsay has been in contact with your rep, and they will tell you how you can get your $25 in Condé credit. And guys, if you haven't checked out these mugs yet, these mugs, 220 and 225, there are polymer mugs. They're really cheap, and they're really, really, really cute. So, all right, boys and girls, that is all for me today. But first, don't forget, send me an email, swood@condé.com, and I will send you this artwork. Now, I am leaving right after work today, so I am not going to be able to email you back, and probably till tomorrow. I'll have my laptop at home, and I'll email everybody their links. But you only have 45 more minutes. It is 4:15 right now, Central Standard Time. You have until 5 p.m. Central Standard Time before I stop answering emails. So guys, send me that email, swood@condé.com, and I will send you these 2 cute patterns, which are now available for sale on our Etsy shop. Yes, and the the tumblers that I just showed that the woman won, they did come in the black box. So, all right, guys, I will see you next week, I think, and that's it. So I hope you have a great weekend. Stay safe, and bye.